Whoa, folks, this one's a biggie. Major headlines just dropped about the US-China trade deal. Hey there, amazing people, shalom and welcome back. I've got to admit the news lately about the trade situation between China and the US has me scratching my head. Is it happening? Is it stalled? 1 minute it's on, the next it's off. It's enough to make anyone dizzy. But don't worry, I'm breaking it all down for you. What's really going on, how it's affecting global markets, and what the crypto crowd is feeling a bit uneasy about right now. Before we dive deep, just flash me a quick smile to spread those good vibes, and do me a small favor, smash that like button. It's free, and who knows, maybe your like is the lucky charm that helps the deal go through. I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? As we do every Monday, I want to remind you crypto is a wild ride. You could lose it all in a blink, whether it's a rug pull, an exchange collapsing, a wallet getting drained, or some meme coin crashing to zero. So always invest only what you can afford to lose. I'm serious. Pull up any seasoned investor and they'll tell you the same. I've got the screen open right here, and yet this guy agrees with me. You don't want to be that person who dumped their life savings into a token just because Twitter was hyped. Anything can flip the script. Funny enough, I came across this meme the other day. It joked that back in the good old days we used charts, trends and news reports to make investing decisions. But now people just follow Trump's tweets to figure out where to park their money. I wish I'd saved that meme. I'll try to bring it up in another video. Hilarious, but a little too real. Now check this out. XRP just jumped another 2.5% today, and Bitcoin is on the rise too. I was literally about to hit record when this news dropped, and I'm filming a bit earlier today, trying to make some time to hit the gym. Been feeling a bit out of shape lately. My back's been acting up too, so I took a break, but I'm easing back into the routine. Gotta keep the gains going, right? Anyway, back to the charts. Futures markets just spiked hard right as I powered up the camera. Why? Because of this headline breaking: the US is slashing tariffs on Chinese imports from a whopping 155% down to 30% for the next 90 days. Meanwhile, China is cutting tariffs on American goods from 125% to 10%, also for 90 days. Now sure, 30% is still steep. But if this becomes the baseline in a formal agreement, it's a huge move in the right direction. Honestly, this might be the middle ground both sides settle on. That said, it's all a bit murky right now. Just last night, Trump teased that he'd be making his most important announcement ever. Naturally, everyone assumed it was about trade or crypto. But plot twist, about an hour later he revealed it was actually about cutting the cost of prescription drugs in the US by 30% to 80%. Nothing to do with Bitcoin, nothing to do with tariffs. Still important, of course, but not the news the crypto crowd was expecting. Naturally, for Americans this kind of news is a big deal. It directly affects their wallets. So yeah, that was definitely a positive development. But let's be honest, the whole conversation around the trade deal, a total roller coaster. 1 minute, it's all over the headlines. The next, it's radio silence. Are we getting a deal or not? The back and forth has been exhausting. Most people were just plain confused. Part of the reason for all this uncertainty, mixed signals. We didn't hear anything from the president himself, or even the official White House press secretary. Instead, it was the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, who stepped up with statements that didn't exactly clear things up. It felt like a strange sequence of events. Here's how it played out. Friday kicks off with President Trump throwing out a bold take. He says tariffs on China at around 80% sound about right. Naturally, China fires back, strongly rejecting what they called unfair US pressure tactics. Then, out of nowhere, a China trade deal is suddenly published on the White House website on Sunday. No tweet from Trump, no press briefing, just a statement quoting Bessent and a comment from the trade ambassador. The headline: breaking: US announces China trade deal in Geneva. That's it. No speech, no press release, just a web page. So you can imagine how people were left scratching their heads. Is this a legit deal? Or just a draft? Are they just agreeing on a few items, or is this something concrete? Nobody knew. Investors were left hanging in the dark until last night. Then, just as I was about to hit record, we get clarity. Turns out it's a temporary agreement. 90 days of lowered tariffs. Not a full deal yet, but a serious pause in trade tension. And the stock market. It ate that news up. Stock surged 1% in minutes. Boom, green candle straight up. What's going to be fascinating now is seeing how crypto responds, especially XRP, which has already seen some strong gains over the last few days. My hunch, the market might have been pricing in the chance of a truce all along. But here's the thing, when I'm recording this, it's still super early in the US. It's 10 a.m. my time. So over in New York it's barely 4:20 a.m. and in LA it's only 1:20 a.m. People are either asleep or just winding down. So US retail traders haven't really jumped in yet. Meanwhile, Europe's markets are awake and Asia's already rolling. That's why crypto is moving, but not explosively, at least not yet. Keep an eye on Bitcoin, though. It's flirting with a breakout above $105,520, and we've been watching this bullish pennant pattern for a while now. The move could be coming. As I've always said, I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell or hold, because honestly, things change fast. One piece of news can flip the market. There's this Israeli comedian with a catchphrase, "Suddenly, that's how it feels." Suddenly, boom, some unexpected announcement, and everything shifts, and that's exactly what happened here. Out of nowhere the 90-day pause news hits. Let's just hope it's the real deal, and not just another headline that fades by morning. Honestly, no one can say for sure what's coming next. But one thing's clear, this is a fascinating moment in the market, and we're about to find out just how much impact it'll have. Now looking over at crypto, some of these coins are on fire. Pi, WIP, and even Casper and Pepe are still showing strong momentum. It feels like this news could really crank up the heat. It's extremely bullish, especially when you consider how much tension has been hanging in the air due to the US-China tariff battle. That uncertainty had a huge role in holding crypto back. But now with this 90-day break from the tariff drama, the pressure's easing. Remember what happened last time? As soon as the temporary pause was announced, stocks surged immediately. So yeah, this could be a game changer. XRP is still holding on to its momentum. But here's the thing, even one rough trading day was enough to flip some indicators from bullish to bearish. The moving average turned to a sell, and the commodity channel index also switched to negative. That shows how quickly sentiment can change. Just 24 hours can shift the entire technical outlook. Interestingly, XRP is starting to behave more like Bitcoin than like a meme coin. I'm not totally sure if that's good or bad, but it's definitely worth noting. We've discussed this a lot lately. XRP hasn't made the same wild moves as meme coins, because it didn't drop as hard during previous sell-offs. Take Pi for example. That thing crashed massively before, so now it's bouncing back hard. It's that classic pattern, a big drop followed by a short squeeze, and now people are remembering, wait, didn't this coin used to